Welcome to GrowNowWealth. Today I will tell you a story about the power of discipline. A story that proves discipline can turn ordinary people into extraordinary achievers. Listen carefully, because this story might just change your life. In a small town surrounded by hills and fields lived a boy named Ravi. He was 17 years old. Ravi wasn't the smartest in class, he wasn't the strongest, and he wasn't the most talented. But deep down, he had a big dream. He wanted to become an army officer, a leader who could serve his nation with honor. But there was a problem. Ravi lacked discipline. He woke up late. He skipped training. And whenever things got tough, he made excuses. His father, a retired soldier, would shake his head and say, "Son, talent is nothing without discipline. A sword is useless without its edge." One day, Ravi applied for the National Defense Academy exam. It was the first real step toward his dream. The exam required focus. It required fitness. It required preparation. But Ravi wasn't ready. He studied only when he felt like it. He ran only a few times a week. On exam day, he struggled. The written test was harder than expected. During the physical round, he gave up halfway. When the results came out, Ravi failed. He locked himself in his room, ashamed. That evening, his father came in quietly and placed an old rusty alarm clock on the table. He said, "This clock woke me up at 4 a.m. every day during my training. Discipline carried me through storms, hunger, and pain. If you want your dream, you must let discipline guide you." That night, Ravi couldn't sleep. His father's words echoed in his mind. He looked at the old clock and made a decision. "From tomorrow, I will live with discipline. No excuses, no shortcuts." The next morning, before the sun rose, the alarm rang at 4 a.m. Ravi's body begged him to sleep, but he forced himself up, tied his shoes, and ran into the dark streets. His lungs burned, his legs ached, but he didn't stop. Every day became a battle, but slowly, discipline took over. Ravi's life began to transform. He woke up at 4 a.m., sharp every day. He ran 5 kilometers no matter the weather. He studied for 3 hours in the morning and again in the evening. He trained with push-ups, sit-ups, and military drills daily. At first, he hated it. His friends teased him. "Why torture yourself, Ravi? Come relax with us." But Ravi smiled and kept going. Discipline became his shield against distractions, and slowly his body grew stronger, his mind sharper, his focus unshakable. A year later, the exam came again. This time, Ravi walked in with confidence. The written test felt easier because of his preparation. In the physical round, when others gasped for breath, Ravi kept running. His endurance shocked the examiners. Finally, after interviews and tests, the results were announced. Ravi had cleared the exam. Tears filled his father's eyes. Ravi had done it, not through talent, not through luck, but through discipline. But this was only the beginning. The National Defense Academy was much tougher. Many cadets gave up within weeks, unable to handle the strict routine. But for Ravi, discipline had already become a way of life. He never missed the morning drill. He polished his shoes until they shined. He trained harder than expected, always pushing his limits. His seniors noticed. They said, "This boy may not be the strongest, but he is the most consistent years past." And Ravi graduated with honors. He became an officer, respected by his men, admired by his peers. One day, as an officer, Ravi returned home. His father was sitting on the porch, older now, holding the same rusty alarm clock. Ravi smiled, saluted his father, and said, "Discipline built me, Father. Not talent, not luck, just discipline." His father's eyes shone with pride. He replied, "Now you understand, son. Discipline is freedom. Discipline is power. Discipline is the path to greatness. The story of Ravi teaches us something timeless. Motivation comes and goes, but discipline stays. Discipline is waking up when you want to sleep. Discipline is training when you want to rest. Discipline is studying when you want to play. Greatness is not built in a day. It is built in daily habits, repeated with discipline. So whatever your dream is, to be an athlete, a leader, a creator, or an entrepreneur, let discipline guide you. Because in the end, discipline is the bridge between dreams and reality. This was today's motivational story on GrowNowWealth. If Ravi's journey inspired you, remember, discipline can change your life too. Stay disciplined, stay consistent, and your time will come. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to GrowNowWealth for more life-changing stories.